WCVB Newsletter 5 at 6.
5 investigates now with a mother who was heartbroken. Her son, in need of mental health treatment, overdosed inside a state hospital.
It's the same facility that we told you about last night, where there are serious concerns about violence inside. Our Kathy Curran is back now with more problems that led to this young man's death, Kathy.
And Maria and Ed, David Labonte's family turned to the Department of Mental Health for help, but their hopes that David would get back on track ended in heartache, and they blamed the state for his death.
I gave you my son out of trust to give you him to care for him. You gave him back to me dead.
So what is the address of the emergency?
David Labonte was just 29 years old. He struggled with mental illness most of his life. His family put their trust in the Department of Mental Health and the Worcester Recovery Center and Hospital to get him the help he desperately needed.
My hope was that this was going to be the one that was going to help him.
But on March 11th,
is he breathing?
That much needed help ended in heartache. David was found unresponsive in his room here. He was rushed to the hospital where his mother Cheryl cradled him in his bed in the moments before he died.
Last time I ever felt his arms around me.
According to the medical examiner, David Labonte overdosed on cocaine laced with fentanyl, the drugs making their way inside what's supposed to be the state's premier $302 million mental health facility.
I asked her, can you please tell me how this happened? How this happened to my son? He was there to be helped, to be able to get drugs like that in. It's appalling to me.
Can you even begin to describe as a parent the impact that this has had on your family?
When the lights go off at night and people are asleep, I cry all night long until the sun rises.
David's caring soul and big heart captured in this poem written by a friend.
His heart was bigger than you'd ever imagine a man's heart could be. There was room in there for everyone.
The hospital is less restrictive. There isn't much security, and some patients can get passes to leave the grounds. During a phone call in the months before he died, David told his mom drugs were seeping inside the hospital, and he was worried.
And he says, I just want you to listen. And they're talking all about this. You know, I can get you anything you want. What do you want? What does your mother want? I can get anything you want. And he goes, I have to deal with this every single day, Mom. You got to get me out of here.
According to records obtained by 5 Investigates, the state has investigated at least 6 overdoses within the facility since 2016. In one case, a patient OD'd on a white powdery substance, another on what was believed to be heroin laced with fentanyl brought in by a staff member.
The system's not being run properly.
My heart goes out to the family.
Joan McCullough oversees the Department of Mental Health.
They really counted on the Worcester Recovery Center to help get their loved one back on track, and he died.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And I'd like to say we could have prevented that. I'm not 100% sure we could.
There's a hole in my heart in the shape of Dave, and I don't think I can ever fill it.
And 2 weeks after David died, the facility was put on lockdown and searched for drugs. We're still waiting on a response to hear what was found. The commissioner admits they can do a better job, and they're working on new measures to try to keep the drugs and other contraband out. New at 7, what David's grieving family was told by the center's administrators when they asked for counseling after his death. Kathy Curran, 5 Investigates.
Kathy, thank you.